So I just wanted to make a quick video to show new players how to optimize their daily, weekly and monthly routines. So let's start off with my daily routine. First of all, you want to head to your guild and an automatic pop-up should appear and give you about 50 or 80 energy, but depending on the level of your guild. Then you want to head to your guild activities for the aid and request aid for lesser spirit blooms and donate as many lesser spirit blooms as you can until you hit the daily limit. Then you're going to come back and check if world boss is up. If it's up, then do both of them. It costs 40 stamina, gives you free rewards, very nice to do. If guild war is up, don't let your guild down, do your guild war, your 3 hits every 2 days. And ancient inheritance, very important, very good rewards for your guild, and you have to work together to clear it. After you're done with all the guild stuff, you want to head to the shop section of your shop and buy out as many spectral cores as possible. Before that, if you don't have enough stamina, you can just buy the energy here. So there's one for 40 here for free. There's 140 here that costs friendship points, which should be doable every single day because it only costs like 50 or something. It's very cheap. And then you want to come to exchange here, and there's 40 more energy times 3 over here, which costs the arena points. So in total, that's 200 energy from the shop. And buy out as many spectral cores as possible. Note that the spectral core has a limit of 30, so if you're at the cap of 30, you want to spend 3 of them and then buy 3 of them again to hit the limit, because you want to save all of them for the next buff event. And of course, don't forget your free daily covenant summon and your free pet adoption every single day. Next up, we want to head to the arena and head to MC challenges. This is assuming that you're already sitting comfortably at champ 5 or you're already at the max rank if you're still in rookie arena, which I think is challenger 1. So if you're at that rank already, just go to the NPC challenges and use all your quick battles on the NPC challenges. Then refresh your flags using friendship points and to do quick challenges on NPC challenges again. So 10 times in total. So after doing everything so far, all our dailies should be done. Keep in mind there is a 10% gold buff for 1 hour here. So if you want to be 100% efficient, you can wait 12 hours. Let our energy regenerate because we bought all the spectral cores already, and do some content and then pop this gold buff during the next session before the next reset. You'll also be getting this inbox energy just from logging in, like during reset times, and you'll also have the option to have 5 times 20 energy delivered to your inbox as well if you watch ads on an emulator or on your mobile device, which looks like this over here. You can save in your inbox up to 7 days, so usually I like stacking the inbox energy and waiting for a buff event during the weekend. If there is no buff event announced during the weekend, then you can freely spend all the stamina that is about to expire and then start saving again for the next weekend, hoping there's a buff event, so you can use the energy as efficiently as possible. Also, don't forget to visit the Labyrinth Daily in Tyrell Castle and Chaos, Area 1. Just go in with any team, come into the top right corner and press west, and you'll all run all the way down to Huche's secret shop. Sometimes you have a battle over here.
It's me.
Click on him and buy out whatever is good in the shop, usually the charms and bookmarks. I have Tieria in the team because if you do have a battle here, she'll just instantly use skill 2 and one-shot the wave. There is a way to permanently get rid of the battle over here. So basically, if you have a battle here, you just have to go into the portal and exit out using the portal, and keep refreshing, coming in and checking if there's a battle here. If there's still a battle, you go to the portal again, you leave the portal and you start the labyrinth again, and keep doing it until there's no battle here anymore, like me. Once you have no battle, you can just instantly exit out using the yield button on the top right, and you'll never get a battle again. You'll never get a battle again unless you reset the RNG again by exiting the portal again. So after you don't get the battle like me, you don't have the battle anymore, you can always exit from the top right. Don't use the portals ever again. Sometimes they will run an event tab over here, which you can do 5 times a day, costs stamina, and usually it costs 150 or 250 stamina for 5 runs, depending on how good the rewards are. I think it's worth it most of the time to do it, so come in and check out if they have the event here. Now let's move on to the weekly routine. So the weekly routine mainly consists of buying out all the important stuff from all the shops. So first of all, come back to the shop tab in the shop, and you definitely want these lesser artifact charms. You can buy 3 of them every week using friendship points. This is probably the most important thing to buy with friendship points after the daily energy friendship. The second most important thing to buy is these friendship tribute chests, they just came out, and I don't think it's worth buying any more than the first two, especially if you're a new player, because you won't be having that much of these friendship currency. So I used to buy the experience penguins, but I used to have well over 100,000 of this currency, but after several weeks, I've slowly been dwindling down to almost 80k here, so I stopped buying them because I'm actually running out. So I definitely buy the lesser artifact charms, and then I consider buying definitely the first one for sure, and 2 or 3 depending on how good your currency level is looking. Now we move on to the transmit stone section of the shop tab. You definitely want to buy the 2 Mologoras. You want to buy the ego fragments. If you're brand new, you definitely need a lot of these ego fragments for self imprints, and you definitely want all the charms here. So the lesser artifact charms, greater accessory, lesser accessory. And then you definitely want to also get this blue gem box, and you only get this, so you shouldn't get this one, especially if you're new and you don't have that many transmit stones. But once you have like a decent number, it's a why not? Like, I have too many, like might as well just get it, because this helps in the long run, like getting one of these every week. But if you don't have enough, this is not that important in the grand scheme of things, so you shouldn't get it if you're low on transmit stones especially. Next up, we come to the exchange section of the shop under the arena tab. So we have the Mologoras every week for 150 arena currency, I believe. You always want to get this. And for the guild shop, there's really only one thing that's worth buying weekly for the commander's armband, and that's the mystic medal. So this is the only thing you should be spending your armbands on. You could consider the mod gem chest if you're really low on them, but I don't suggest it because your armband economy is really low. Next up, we have the Sanctuary weeklies. So first thing is the Alchemist Steeple. You should definitely buy out every single charm in the Alchemist Steeple every single week. It's very important for the charm economy. So for the Heart of Orbis every week, you definitely want to use all your tainted things, obviously. And the best items that you can get are definitely the triple S ones. So if you get a triple S, you should definitely just get the triple S. Ironically, the 5-star ticket I think is the worst out of all of these. For the double S, the best thing here is probably the bottle. And actually all the double S things are really good because they come with 15 speed except for the boots. But the boots come with 36 health, so it's also really good. But the best things here are the bottles and the +9 items. The slate is slightly worse than the bottle. I'd say a lot worse. I value bottles a lot more than slates, and this is definitely, if you get this, then I feel bad for you because you could have gotten anything else here. And for the S tier, honestly, everything here is not worth getting. Like, the 50 leaves I reckon is better than everything in the S tier. So I recommend you just roll for 50 leaves. And if you don't get anything in double S or above, then just get the 50 leaves every single month. At least that's in my opinion. But some people might value some of these pieces of gear higher than the 50 leaves. And of course, we get a weekly Mologora from cultivating our Forest of Souls 3 times. And now let's talk about the monthly routine. So back to the shop we go to the Covenant Coin section, and you see this random 85 equipment chest. You do the maximum amount of refreshes until you see a good piece of gear that's, in my opinion, at least 30 equipment score up above, and has good substat synergy, and obviously not a flat main stat unless it's speed on boots. Do the same thing for the Galaxy Coin section. It also has a similar section as the random level 85 equipment here. Then we're back at the guild shop as well, which also has a similar random 85 piece that you just refresh 30 times until you see a 30 plus ES piece with good subset synergy without a flat main stat if it's a right hand side piece. Other than that, they actually introduced a new currency in this, like right now in this update. So we don't know how to get this currency yet, and we don't know how good the economy for this currency is, but everything here is extremely good. So everything out of these 5 objects that use this currency, the equipment mana control catalysts are definitely the highest priority. So you definitely want to get these 2 first. And if the economy allows it to get everything every month, then it's whatever, right? Just get everything. But for priority, I get this one, then this one, then I'd say this one, because otherworldly pieces are way better. Makes this way better than this one. Get this one, then this one, and this as a last priority, because this is actually pretty bad overall. Like, if you can get it, then get it, but like, if you don't have enough currency, this is the worst thing by far, so you shouldn't touch this at all if the economy doesn't allow it. Then for the other monthly stuff that costs Commander's armbands, you definitely don't want to touch any of these 4 things. They just cost way too much for what you get, so I definitely will not touch any of those. And for these ones, I would definitely get all of these equipment conversion chests for the Brave Crest, so buy out all of these. If you're running low, you could buy this, but depending on the economy, like you might want to save for the artifact charms instead, because these are very, very hard to get compared to equipment charms. And these 2 equipment selection chests, they're also brand new introduced, so if you're feeling like you want to gamble, you just go for these, but overall these are very, very heavily RNG based, so guaranteed value is the lesser artifact charms. If you want to gamble, then get these 2 chests.